more Quebec news. Cole Caulfield gets his big boy ticket. Do we feel like this was the right number or too high, too low? Like what are we feeling?
What did he come in at? Like with the actual
It was
dollars?
8 by 8 something, like low 8. I can confirm real quick for you.
I'm pulling it up right now. I mean, well, first of all, obviously good for Cole Caulfield, securing the bag. Where is it? Oh, I think they still have him listed on like fucking IR.
Oh no, it's 7.85.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year before he got hurt, obviously we started and like really since San Luis took over the team, like we saw, okay, this is the Cole Caulfield that we really were hoping to see in the NHL. I mean, the kid's a stud, like natural born goal scorer, obviously fun fucking, just like a fun dude too. Just like a really funny fucking little bastard. I mean, when you sign for that much dough, like you're hoping for a minimum, 35, 40 every year. And I think he's got that in his bag. And like what's worth more than anything in the NHL is fucking scoring goals. So that's what he does. And I think we're just seeing the start of who Cole Caulfield is and what he is the NHL level. And I would love to see finally like a full normal year of non-COVID / non-injury hockey from him. So I don't have a problem with it because hey, they didn't hit the $8 million mark. They got him signed up long-term and you're really locking him in for what we all know as like the prime of an NHL player's career. So, hey, if he fucking just continues to produce like he was before he got hurt, then I think you're happy to do that if you're Montreal. I mean, you've got Suzuki locked up at 7.8752. So like two of the guys that
I love
really
how
going
it's
to build
just
on
under the captain. Just
yeah,
barely.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just a little bit. We can't fucking be past Nick, but I think if that's two of your guys that as far as forwards go anyway, that's what like you're really building on here. That's great. So good for them. I mean,
They're
I don't know.
together a real
I know
team.
some. Yeah, I mean, some people are like, "Oh, how are you?" Like he's played this many games and whatever. He's small and he gets hurt sometimes. Like, okay, dude, like fucking it's less than $8 million. Like, who cares?
All right. So the question that
I think it's a good deal.
Everyone's going to ask on Wild Twitter. Some already have. More will continue to. Who would you rather have? Contracts factored in, him or Boldy?
I fucking hate this goddamn argument because they're just or debate because they're just such different goddamn players. Like it's not like they have one similarity in their game. They're both nasty. Like fucking, I think Minnesota's very happy to be having Boldy at 7x7, who plays a really good two-way game, who is proven that he's a stud. And I think Montreal's be very happy locking up a dude that's going to be threatening to score 40 and 50 every fucking year for less than $8 million. So I'm still happy with Matt Boldy because I think he gives you at whenever he hits his peak, like he's giving you elite play offensively and defensively. He's got the size. He's continuing. He's got to get obviously better in the playoffs because he's literally fucking 2 years into his NHL career, not even. But I think you're both happy. So I hate that you have to be like, oh, he's so much like because the argument is always like, oh, we have the better guy. He's so much better than Caulfield, or he's so much better than Boldy. It's like, no, dude, I think they both are like very good at what they do, and they both fit their teams they both fill a role that their teams need. So they're both studs, dude.
I would the one thing that I'll kind of go back on, and it's the reason that like when the draft happened, like I was disappointed that Caulfield wasn't taken. Obviously, very much like back on the Boldy train, like I understand it, but the Wild have just never, like, it's been so long since they've had a true pure goal scorer.
Yeah.
Which, like, again, Boldy is not that. He's got a way more rounded game. Cole Caulfield, he is that in spades. Like, that is what he is to a T. I mean, we can all just, John already hit on it here. Like, Evason probably would have broken Cole Caulfield, so it wouldn't have mattered. But I would say, like, I don't know. That's the one thing that like I can agree with people is like it'd be nice to have a pure goal scorer, but oh well.
We'll see what happens with Adam Beckman here.
What about this? I didn't hear this, Matt. Did you hear about the Devils saying they're basing all their future contracts off of Jack Hughes' Steel contract?
I'm sure they're hoping they can do that. I mean, they've got him locked up at that. That was literally a bargain when he signed it, dude.
But people didn't think that. It was insane.
Which is crazy. Like, it's fucking nuts that you're like, oh, terrible idea. I'm like, what, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? And by the way, like, this is what a lot of teams are doing now, right? They're locking these.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to avoid those bridge deals to take them till they're 27 and they sign the fucking big 7 or 8 year deal. And then the latter half of that contract, you're like hurting. A lot of teams, I mean, Matt Boldy 7x7, you know what I mean? So like, it is interesting which teams are like pulling the trigger on, let's just lock them up before we have to bridge them. And then like that contract will probably be looking pretty fucking good the whole time. Like a team that's really going hard on that, it's like Buffalo, like they locked Samuelson up. I love that deal too, because I love Mattias Samuelsson. I mean, he is what he is. He's never going to give you more than like 30 points, but like that is a stud defenseman.
Dude, they just added Johnson too from Minnesota. Like their blue line is shaping up real nice.